Hello everyone, I am Shimpi, faculty at BCA Department, Technical College of Institute Advanced Studies. Today I am going to discuss about the topic array. What is array? Array is a collection of homogeneous data type. Basically, what do you mean by homogeneous? Means same type of data type we can store under the technique of array. For example, if I am wanted to store the name of the student, then it should be only character type. Or if I want to store the roll number of a student, then it will be integer type. So only either integer or the character or the float it can store, but it cannot store all kinds of data type. For the all kinds of data type, we have another advanced structures like the structure on the NM is there. We will discuss about those topics later. So let's discuss how we declare the array, how we initialize the array, where the arrays are used. Basically, let's suppose we are discussing about the example. Arrays is used to store the list of employees or the student name because there is a character type of data type. Or if we want to store the marks of the student, then I have to declare the array that is of integer type. So how I will declare the array? Let's see. Like any other variable, array is also declared with the help of data type. General form of the array declaration is data type, variable name and the size. What is data type? Data type means it is of integer type or a float type or a character type. Variable name, you can store any kind of variable name you can keep here. Basically, we used to keep the name which is similar to our data. And the size, how much memory you want to store, that much size you can declare. So suppose here I am declaring the integer array 10 means what? And it is of integer type which is holding the memory of 10 blocks, and it is of integer type, so in memory we have 20 bytes are stored. How we will initialize the array? We can initialize the array of two types, either the compile type array initialization or the runtime array initialization. First we will discuss about how the compile time array initialization is going on. It's like a ordinary variable initialization. The syntax is here: data type, array name, size and the list of values which you have to declare during the initialization, like when you were writing the program. Or you can also initialize the array during the runtime, where you can ask the size of the memory with the help of user, and there you will use the scanf function. So let's see the example of this. Here are few examples. Suppose the first is integer marks 4, 67, 87, 56, 77. So basically what is this? This is like integer is a data type, marks is the name of array, 4 is the size, means you have stored the 4 blocks of the integer type in the marks name array, and the value is 67, 87, 56 and 77. Similarly, here we have declared the float type array. So I am using the float area 5, and float type, as you already know, this is of decimal type of values are there. And next, suppose I am discussing about integer array during the initialization, and I am writing integer marks 4, but I have declared the 5 values. So it will show you the compile time array, because whenever we initialize the array at the time of compiler, then we always need to remember that whatever the size we have provide to the compiler, that much only memory will be stored, and it cannot be exceed automatically. So let's discuss how the compile time array initialization is going to be there. It is similar to the ordinary variable initialization, like data type, array name and the size of the array. Whatever the size you want to declare in your memory, then you have to declare at the compile time only. And the list of the values, it can be of any type similar to your data type. So for example, if I am going to discuss about the integer marks, it means marks is the name of the array, 4 is the size, and it is of integer type. So it will store the value only for the integer type, and it will store only 4 values. If I am going to declare more values about this, then it will create an error. And suppose if I am going to declare the another kind of data type, for example float, then float area 5 means here it will store the, you can like initialize the less value, but you cannot initialize the more value. Like suppose here I am declaring the 5 block size, but I am storing only the 3 values. Although it will create the wastage of the memory, but we cannot store more values. Suppose if here I am going to discuss about the more values, integer marks 4, but here I am declaring the 5 values, so it will show you the compiler error. So this is, you have to remember that whatever the size of the memory, you can never exceed about that. Let's see about the program illustration for the compile time initialization. For example, first is hash include studio h. This is your header files, and next is void main. means main from where you are going to start. Here I am declaring the void main because I am not getting any kind of output from this program. I am just trying to initialize the array. So here I have initialized the array like integer array, and I am not declaring the size, but I have creating the values here 2, 3, 4 I have assigned, and now I am using the for loop. So the for loop, as already discussed about that, the array indexing is start from the 0. So the for loop will run like I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. So first I is 0 means 2 value will be stored, then it will increment, then I is 1, it will store the value 3, and then I will increment, it will store the value 4. So the output will be the 2, 3, 4. And the runtime initialization, we will discuss about the runtime in next lecture. Hope you all like this topic. Please like, share and subscribe the Technia TV channel. Thanks to all of you.